Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
All right, I got a good Polish voice. So, is anybody Polish here? Whoa, get the vodka out and let's forget this and let's just start drinking. Let's do that, huh? Anyways, I'm Chet. This is Eric. We're Forgotten Souls. We're based out of Manawan, Michigan. Um, we have two of our group members couldn't make it tonight. So, we're kind of like a skeleton crew. You know, I had something spooky happen to me about a week ago. Um, I drove in the garage and I went into the breezeway from the garage door, and there's a little walk, and then you go around the corner. But as soon as I walked in the house, I heard, "Get out." And I thought to myself, what the heck is that? And then it said, "Get out." So I went around the corner, and I knew my wife was gone, but she was standing there with her hands on her hips, and she said, "Go get the milk, get out." No, that's not good. Okay. Oh, geez, everybody else laughed. Anyways, I've been in paranormal since 2015. I used to be with MyPro. I don't know if anybody heard you. I mean, a lot of people are out of state, so they don't know what MyPro is, but it's an organization, a paranormal organization started in 2010. We don't have any fans, do we? It's hot in here. Okay. Anyways, I started in 2015, and Carl Wickett started it in MyPro in 2010, and Eric's been with us for about 3 years now. So, scientifically speaking, it has not been proven that ghosts exist. Do you know that scientifically speaking, it has not been proven that they do not exist? You know, and we're not here to, because we heard some people say when we walked in, "Oh, you're the weird guy." You know, we're not here to convert anybody. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. It don't matter. It's fine. It's fine. We got a great welcome. I guess we got a lot of mystics. I don't know if I should say white witches. No. I like white witches.
Healers.
So.
There you go. I like that one.
Okay. Anyways, I had two mystics tell me my aura looks fantastic. I'm going to stick around. Can I stay here for a while? That's awesome. That's awesome. But what we're going to do tonight is we're going to show you some of our equipment, okay? And we got quite a bit of equipment to show you. We'll go through it quick, though. And we've got a lot of slides to show you on captured entities that we have caught. And so it's going to be a real interesting evening. Now, listen, if you have a question while we're showing you this equipment, please interrupt us. Just raise your hand and we'll answer that question for you.
And afterwards, you guys can come up and check it all out, and we'll answer even anything if you got any questions afterwards too.
Yeah, at the end of the night or at the end of the presentation, we'll have a Q&A session if we have time. We've done a lot of presentations at libraries in Southwest Michigan. Channel 3 News out of Kalamazoo has followed us. We've done the Air Zoo. We've done fundraisers for museums, Van Buren County Poorhouse. So we make a lot of money for charity. So we like doing what we're doing. And, you know, I've always thought that depending on your denomination, I'm a Catholic, and I don't mind saying it, okay? A Polish Catholic. You got to be Polish. Got to be Catholic, right? So there's a heaven and a hell. In all the years that I've been doing this, and we've made contact and we get responses back, and we take pictures and we capture that, which you guys are going to see tonight, which is exciting. Is there? I mean, are we talking to people in purgatory? I talked to Ginger tonight. She kind of agreed with me. There's a purgatory, and that's who we're talking to. So I really believe there's a heaven, hell, and there's a purgatory. So, anyone want to throw anything in before I start going in some equipment? None? Okay. Do you want me to go back to that get out joke? No, I didn't think so. SB11. We make contact with an SB11. What it is, it's a spirit box, okay? And we'll ask questions and we'll get answers, which is really, really, we can voice record it and then replay it back. And then we'll go to houses, we'll go to businesses. And we got a story to tell you about a place in Grand Rapids, which you'll find really interesting. But that eliminates AM, FM radio stations. So then you can get some responses back from entities, if there's an entity that you're talking to. Now here's a little, probably wondering what this toy is. This toy, we were in Air Zoo, B-29?
17.
B-17 bomber, right? So we put it at the front of the
Bombay doors.
Bombay doors. And then we did our investigation. Took pictures of it where it was at. And we came back at the end of the night, and the thing was all on the way back to the plane, in the belly of the plane. No one went there and moved it or anything like that. You couldn't get in it.
Yeah.
Because all you could do is just put it around on the floor of it. So that's pretty interesting. We'll put that down when we do investigations at people's houses, take pictures right where it's at, and then we've had it move 4 or 5 feet. So, REM pod.
Everybody's seen these on TV.
Everybody watch any paranormal stuff or anything like that? Okay. An entity can come next to it, and we'll tell the entity to come next to it, and then it'll start going off. So that is really interesting. We were at a graveyard about a weekend ago in Paw Paw, and then I've never seen that thing go off as much as it did. You're smiling over there. Okay, we can do that right now.
And we can put it over there right now. Yeah, we talked about that coming in when we came in.
Where at?
By the gas station.
Oh, you want me to go to drive in the gas station? Go put it there? Oh,
Right across from Speedway.
okay. Right over here, girl? Now you've got some intuition that something's over there, right?
Yeah, I live in 2 houses across from cemeteries.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Now, by the way, just for future reference, we will come to your house and do an investigation. There's absolutely no charge. Okay. This is what we do. This is what we like to do. We have a lot of fun with it, and we get answers for people. We get answers. Had a lady real quick it was Berrien Springs. She called me up and she said, Chet, I've had some kitchenware being moved. And I says, okay, what do I do? Well, when you wake up in the morning, just say, hey, I know you're here. It's okay if you're here, but I'm going to still be here. Let's live together. And she did that for like a week. And then she called me back up and she said, hey, it works. I'm not getting any more kitchenware moved, you know? Nope. So I asked her, would they do any dishes for you or no, whatever. Temperature gun. Tells you the temperature. I've had this the temperature gun go down 35 degrees. So somebody says that's very sensitive. Something's around me. I'll point that temperature gun right at them. Then the temperature goes down. Not all the time, but it has. So, voice recorders. We got a bunch of those. We'll play the EVPs back at the end of the night or the next day of the investigation.
A lot of hours listening.
A lot of hours. A lot of hours. Eric?
All righty, where to start? Word generators. These are set up to, you can type questions in, and they have over 50,000 words in them, and they can use the energy to pick a word out to answer the question. So it kind of plays off your spirit boxes, because your spirit boxes, they're going through all the white noise, through all the white frequencies, and now they're even getting good enough that they're starting to get up past like your cellular telephones and into realms where humans can't hear or animals can't even hear anymore.
You mean it attaches a frequency to a word and gives it a word?
Yeah. Yep. So this is basically a ghost dictionary that they can pull out of 50,000 different words, and they can answer you and they may not. It just gives them another different source. This is a neat little one. It kind of plays off your REM pod, and children's spirits love it because all they have to do is just go up and they can touch it. And we've had that go absolutely insane in the cemetery and houses before. Trap cameras, just your typical hunting trap cameras. We've got some pictures that we'll show you. Tesla coil. This thing will charge a room with enough energy, you could probably jump start your microwave with it within like 5 minutes. And it will give them more energy because it takes them so much for them to even manifest one word or move something, that you're actually helping them by charging the air to let them be able to express things.
Can I interrupt you just for a second? I forgot the one nice piece of equipment. The SLS camera, you probably can't see over here on this side, but the people in front, I mean, you can see me. I don't know if it's depicting, I'm a stick figure,
Yes.
correct?
Yep.
Okay. If some of you guys want to come up and just kind of take a look at that if you're interested in it. But what it does is it'll map me out as a stick figure. So if we're at an investigation, I get the individual that's standing there. And if there's an entity next to it, it's going to pick that entity out too, also. And we got pictures of that too, also to show you tonight.
We actually have a little child sitting on a gravestone kicking her feet while he's standing right next to the gravestone that we'll show you.
Right. So they call that an SLS camera, so for your knowledge, okay?
Yep.
Very nice piece of equipment. All this equipment's nice.
You got various different types of EMF meters. This will pick up any type of energy that is in the air. So I don't know if it will pick it up, but the more energy that you're picking up, it will go up into the red. This one actually will make a high-pitched squeal, and it will go higher and higher and higher if it gets closer or, you're moving around.
See, I see a lot of heads nodding when Eric's talking or when I'm talking about some of the equipment here. And you guys know what this stuff is all about, So.
Hey.
Just got a nice confirmation over
There you go.
There
Hi
you go.
there. Thanks for...
The shadow changed. The shadow changed.
Did it? Okay. Awesome.
Well,
Awesome. Hi there. Thanks for joining us.
can you touch it again?
Go ahead and touch it again. We're not here to hurt you.
We'll keep going.
Yep.
Now these are the fun toys over here.
It'll come back.
These ones over here, if it walks, crawls, talks, moves, I will find it in the dark. Let's start. You got a mini night vision. You got a little higher end night vision here. This one is an 8K IR night vision. And like I said, I can walk out into a field, pitch black, and it will look like daylight to me, looking through that little screen. Infrared thermal camera, trap camera. I can set this up here, and I can go back to my house and I can watch everything on my TV, what that camera is picking up here. This is another fun little one. This is another thermal imaging camera, which we have some pretty neat pictures too off of this one. But this will pick up heat sources. Like if you're out in the woods or you're in a house and the lights are off, it will show you everything that's hotter and every temperature that's in the homes. Yep. Yes, it will. And then you got another IR camera down here. I can shoot 3,500 pictures in a matter of 15 seconds with that little camera. I just hold the button down and it will just click, 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 click. Oh yeah.
Is there a certain realm that these beings come from that this equipment picks up? I mean, would they pick up higher dimensional entities also?
Well, I'll let you ask that question after we show you our because I think this one and the ones on the tripods can actually see, like, the best way I can put it is like owls see at night where they don't need any light. Yeah, so, or cats, same way. So it can see, these cameras can see better than the human eye. UV lights are some of the funnest things that I've ever worked with in houses. And I'll let him tell a story in a little bit, but we dealt with a case up in Grand Rapids where we couldn't find anything in the house whatsoever. And I turned the lights on out in the house, and lo and behold, guess what I found written all over the walls? So we actually have photos of that we'll show you too.
This house that we went to Grand Rapids, it was a 14-year-old straight A student. Mom called me up and said, I have problems with my daughter, and I think it's something to do with paranormal. Would you come in and do investigation? So I got with Eric, and we went up there. And as soon as I walk into the door, her daughter looked at me and said, I don't like you. Okay, and that was great, you know. So we sit at a table, and Mom's sitting like this, and she's sitting right next to me here, and Mom's across, and Eric's on the other end of the table. And it's a pretty good sized table.
Yeah.
Now I know probably why Eric, and you'll understand what I'm saying, why he was sitting on that side of the table. Well, she had blue eyes. Okay. And we were talking to her, trying to get, what's going on? How come you're an F student now? You were an A student. Well, Mom talked about the book, and then I'll come back, talk about the book.
Mom and her husband decided to go down to Louisiana, and I can't remember if it was for Mardi Gras or whatever, but they decided to go into a bookstore, an antique store, and they bought 2 autographed books by Marie Laveau.
Does everybody know who
the voodoo priestess of New Orleans? So, a few months after they brought them home, the 3 girls decided to make a Ouija board and held crystals over it and started reading out of these books.
Now, everybody can relate to crystals, right?
Yes. And then they said after about a month of that, all 3 girls, F students, wouldn't even talk anymore. And this and that, and that night that I've never seen it before in my life, that girl's eyes turned like that. I looked at him, I said, we're done. There's something more going on that I'm not going to deal with. We told her to get a priest and let us know what happens.
She was sitting to the right of me, as I was saying before, and I'm talking to her and trying to, get some stuff out of her. And well, Eric's got a priest in Chicago. Would you like to fill that in?
His name is Fred, and he's a cardinal in the ordained ministry, and he has blessed crosses for us. He sent holy water for us, and he said if we ever need him, he will back us, and he is a demonologist also.
Right. So I had this out in front of me, and this is what I'm saying. You guys can believe me or not, but her eyes are blue, and she grabbed my cross, said, I'm not scared of you. and it was a deep voice.
And I mean, she didn't drop it. She went just like that at him.
Yeah. And her eyes turned from blue to almost black.
And she
Swear to
kept,
God.
Yep.
Swear
Go
to
ahead.
God. Guess what we did? And I'll get back to you, okay? I'll get back to you. Guess what we did? We looked at Mom and said, after we knew about the book and everything like that, we said, we got to go. We're done.
Yep.
We're done.
Because Mom refused to get rid of the books.
Then Mom called me back up a couple weeks later. I will get back to you. A couple weeks later and said, no progress. Can you guys come back? Well, no, we did.
Yeah, we went back.
Went back there, and we got the same from her again.
Well, she kept talking about too that he wants me to marry him. He wants me to marry him.
She was
he
talking
wants me
about
to
the
marry
devil.
him. And
Lucifer, okay?
yep.
And
Well, like I said, I'll show you the pictures that I found with the black light because we were getting ready to leave that night, and like I
did
said,
you want to take a picture of that cross? No? Okay. Sure.
I'll let you answer her question too, Chet.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna ask, well, I have two things, okay?
Yeah. You want me to take it off?
Because I'm
Good.
Jewish, I can tell you there's also demons in our religion too.
Dybbuk boxes.
And there might be a time that you may have to call in somebody like real, like.
Well, I got friends.
And then, yeah, because it's not just in Catholicism, right?
No.
You never know what you're dealing with.
Right.
I know Arabic.
No.
So has these deep,
Well, your Native Americans had their skinwalkers. They had their, so. Yeah.
But I was going to ask you, for the risks that you guys take, and I cracked a joke only to make you feel comfortable when you came in. I have the utmost respect, and I apologize.
What's that? No, that wasn't you.
Oh, good.
No.
That's good. Okay. I always want to make everybody around me feel comfortable. But I just want to know, has anybody ever, any entity ever physically touched? Have you ever felt something?
I've been
I got pictures.
Wow.
We got pictures of scratches on
yeah.
people and stuff. 1 second. I'm going to answer that. I've been touched 2 times since 2015. We were at the poorhouse and something came across. Not once, but twice. We were at a bar in Grand Rapids. No. We were in a house in Kalamazoo. And I got touched
It was on your calf.
on my calf.
Yep.
So, and it wasn't a bug. It wasn't anything like that. You can tell a bug. But this was like it wasn't a scratch. No pictures taken as a scratch, but you could feel kind of like a nail pressure. Okay, so that was twice for me. So.
And Chet kind of had. Oh, I thought someone back there.
Yeah, you talk about being touched, Stephanie. We used to, Dixie and I used to have a paranormal group a few years ago. We did an investigation in the Elks House in Allen. And I was 3 steps up from the bottom of the stairs. I was checking some stuff while they were doing their stuff. And I went to turn around and go upstairs and it felt whoosh, and I got pushed down the stairs. I didn't get hurt bad, but yeah, a little weight.
It startles you more than anything.
They were just playing around. We got pictures of the little boy, but they were just playing around. And I went down the rest of the steps. I'm like, all right. And what's funny is I landed on my left side, but it was the right side that made the difference. So it's like, that's just not right. But yeah, I've been touched before.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend has a friend when we with her, dishes go flying across the room and breaking, and
Poltergeist activity then.
she's always talking about it.
Poltergeist possible.
No.
When I talked to the girl about doing something about it, she just, I don't know, she wasn't ready to do anything like that yet.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mhm.
my girlfriend's witnessing that it's happening to her friends all on a regular basis. So I started watching that show on TV every Friday night or Thursday night,
Okay.
and that's where there's no question.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on just a second, Chet. And just to play out this lady's question too is, we've gone into homes going, okay, this house looks, like we're going to get a ton of stuff in here. Your stereotypical horror house. and we absolutely get nothing. 8 hours there. I got to go through all the video. I go through all, 15. So there's another 20 hours and we get nothing. Where we walked into a ranch house that looks like it came off of Leave It to Beaver and stuff has just gone crazy. And, it always cracks me up when you watch the ghost shows on TV, because when something happens, what's the first thing they do? They run. Why are you doing a ghost show if you're going to take off running when something happens? And I tell everybody this, it is totally different doing it in person than what you see on TV.
Well, they had all these machine little things that you just took out unrecognized. That's what they used on.
Yeah.
How do you protect your field?
Huh?
How do you protect your field?
We say a prayer before we start our investigation, okay?
Mhm.
And we say a prayer when we're done.
Mhm.
That's basically it. And really, no one's ever said anything. And even at the houses that we've gone to and done investigations, that something's worse happened. And I've never gone home with anybody. Okay?
No. Neither
no
have
one
I.
else has in our group, also. So we're fortunate, I guess.
Well, we also don't go looking for demons. We don't go looking for Satan. When we're doing the investigations, we never ask, is there anything evil? Well, yeah, you could run into it, but we don't go searching for it.
I think a lot of us as healers who do entity removal have, been followed.
No?
Have to do, if you make them mad,
Yeah.
they need serious.
Oh,
You will, yeah, they
Yeah.
will, definitely.
And they don't want to
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right. But like Eric said, when we start before we start the investigation, we always will say, you can ask all the questions you want as a homeowner that's participating, or the group or whatever. Do not ask if something's evil here.
We've actually shut
You don't wanna open
investigations
that-
down.
You don't want to open that up. So
Does
No.
it matter that this isn't a home, this is a scout camp?
Well, doesn't matter.
no. Okay. If there's any other questions, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have a Q&A. After we're going to show you some stuff that we captured, okay? Which hopefully, I don't know, people in the back might want to come a little farther up here that you can see it. It's not the biggest screen, but if you want to, come on up a little bit.
Yep. Oh, that's a neat other piece of invested.
Yeah.
I got a laser grid.
Is that a
And
little
that thing
better?
is pretty cool, because if anything walks
Pardon me?
in front of it, you can see it move.
How's that?
And that will spread out over pretty much a whole wall.
Hey, I'm here to please.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Let me get it downloaded.
Yep. You need light, Eric? Eric, you want some light?
Hopefully I got it.
Okay.
No, I don't want that one.
We got one up.
Nope.
Our little guy hasn't come back yet, has he? Corner.
Oh. This photo was taken at the Air Zoo about 2 months ago, and as I and one other of the other group, we walked by the mannequin's head actually turned, and I started shooting photos with my camera and caught something that looks like it's leaving the mannequin. You can see his face and his hand, and it looks like he's got an old Navy hat on. And like I said, I can keep this up too if anybody wants to come up, afterwards and look at them a little better. You're more than welcome to. This was in the graveyard in Mattawan. Hold on, let me turn. Sorry. Come on. But that's Chet standing behind the gravestone right here, and that's the SLS camera, and it looks like a little person is sitting there kicking its feet, like on the side of the bed.
Look at that son of a bitch, ain't going nowhere. It's just staying right there. I've never seen it that long.
Excuse me.
But you can see no one is sitting on that grave.
Am I in your way here?
This picture was taken, one of my friends went to Mansfield, Ohio Reformatory. And he was sending me pictures. I was supposed to go with him, but I couldn't make it. And he was sending me pictures when he was walking through cell block D. Can anybody see anything in that picture? What do you guys see? If you look right here, there's a face behind the bars. And the cool, that's as big as this one can go, because he sent it to me off of my phone.
I think if the arrow's in the bottom right, it's where it says it's like a stretch.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, can you put your cursor on the eye? What you're seeing is the eye.
Right in here. There's an eye, nose, and his mouth.
That was an empty cell.
Yep, and the thing you're gonna laugh about here in a second. That picture is right there. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's up on the 5th story, and there are no catwalks anywhere to get to those cells anymore.
So he's still in jail.
Yep. This one was taken at, was this Allegan?
That was Allegan
Library.
Right.
And my daughter was standing right here, and there it picked up a Etnie sitting over here at a library. We've actually gotten some good stuff out of the library.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see how I did that.
Can you see things? It's like video.
Yeah, I kind of cheated on this one if I circled it, but right in here, you can see a boy's face with a hat. His hat's right here. There's an eyes, nose, mouth, and it looks like he has blonde hair. And the neat thing about this one is that is a 2nd story window, and we were shooting pictures outside at the front of the house. It almost looks like a little, I don't know what they call those hats, Chet.
Well,
Like a fedora?
Yeah. Back in the 1920s, we're thinking that's what the entity is back in that time.
There's your question. Yes, you can be scratched. This gentleman worked at a golf course. They said that they had stuff going on. No one would go in the basement because every time anybody went down in the basement, they'd either get touched, have stuff thrown at them, and he's like, you guys are, you're all full of it trying to scare me. He goes, I'll go down there, and he come running back up, and that's what he had on the back of his neck. Here's another. This one was up in this was Cedar Springs, Michigan. And they had what they called a widow house. They had the farmhouse, and then they had another little house off to the side. Well, they wouldn't go in the little house anymore because they said that their dad was haunting it, and he didn't like people being in there. So we went in there, and Chet set up his SLS camera, and with 5 minutes, we picked up 3, the red, the green, and the purple are 3 different people that weren't standing there with us.
Where's the color coming from?
That's just the computer program. So if you get more than one, it goes the hotter. It's almost like a thermal. If it's putting off more energy in the other one, it will come up with a different color. That's just the same. This is in Madawan Cemetery. One of Chet's friends wanted to go with us one night. So I'm like, what's the easiest thing that he could carry around as a beginner? So I gave him my handheld thermal camera, and he was waving it around like it was a fly swatter. And lo and behold, I went home that night, and I was going over stuff, and I think I called you, about 11:30?
Yes, sir.
And I went, you can't believe what he caught.
You see the face there?
Can you point to it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't figure that out.
Go back to it.
Well, right here's your eyes, your nose, and then you got a mouth, and then you got the whole skull. Yep. It's like almost that, it had to have been almost that close to the camera.
Yeah, I think that was the same night that I got the
Little girl.
the little girl
Yep.
wiggling her feet, standing next to me.
This was another stick figure in Lawton's library.
Yes. Tell them about your trap cam.
Was that you just knocking on the...
Yeah, that was me. I'm
don't
sorry.
do that to
I
me
don't
when
wanna
I'm
scare
doing
you.
this. What are you doing? Because it sounded like it came from over here.
Yeah.
But
Hey, I love that one.
this was a little kids. They have like a little kids area with bean bags and chairs and children's books and toys. And come to find out, the house that was directly behind the little boy got hit by a car back in the 30s.
Oh, it's so sad.
And lo and behold, she was telling us the story, and Chet's like, well, can you show us that you're here? And boom, he's sitting in the beanbag chair. Can we say it's really him? No, because we didn't get any other responses. But the same library, I had one of my trap cameras picked up and slammed on the ground so hard that it just shattered it.
We were on the other side of the library, and then we came back, and then there it was, all busted up.
It was about in 40 pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little violent entity right there.
And then this is also Lawton's library. And these 2 gray columns are the rows of books that you can walk down in between. And Chet caught someone standing there. And this is the little girl that we told you about that's mom had the voodoo books and stuff. And the last night we were there, I just got, like I said, for craps and giggles, I just got out, turned the lights out in this little girl's bedroom, and started using my UV light on the walls. And we found this, which almost looks like, to me, the starting of a star. And it was weird because the walls were painted purple. And and it almost smelled in her closet like it'd just been done, to almost where they were trying to hide, it from us. Because we also found an upside down cross painted on her mom's bedroom ceiling. Yeah. And that looks like, to me, they tried to cover up a pentagram. How you guys like that one?
What is that?
What?
What is it?
That is a little boy from the 40s, late 30s, or early 40s. This was taken at 5 o'clock in the afternoon in broad daylight. I was shooting my cameras up the stairs, and lo and behold, this is what I caught. That is one of the better pictures that we've ever captured of an entity.
I always recommend, if you guys are going to be doing any kind of little investigations yourselves, I mean, with our modern cameras and stuff, or cell phones and stuff, take pictures. You never know what you're going to catch. You just don't know what you're going to catch.
Yep. And to Chet and I, it looks like he's almost in like a suit, and he's got a little tie on, and you could almost see like his legs come down, and he's got like a little white tip pair of shoes on. But there was nobody standing in that stairwell when I shot that picture. I know this one's going to be kind of hard to see. I apologize for that. But this was up at the Twisted Bull in Grand Rapids. And the owner said that they had stuff moving around, and a lot of his employees wouldn't go in the kitchen. They wouldn't stay there alone to close up. They always had to have someone. They actually had people call in and quit. And this is us four getting ready to leave. And I'm the one in the hat right here. And it looks like something is looking over my shoulder like, what are you guys doing? And then this neat little thing right here is about 4 foot off the floor. And I got a picture here in a minute, the next one. And that is a floating face.
It's a boat-loading, what did you say?
Floating face. The round head.
See that there?
There's ears, there's a nose, and you got 2 eyes. And it was about that high off the ground. And like I said, anybody wants to come up, and look at them a little better, you're more than welcome to.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
This was one of our most, how would you put it, intriguing investigations ever that we've done.
Yes, sir.
It was a 3.5 hour ride there, 3.5 hour ride back, and we did it 4 times. I'll give you the cliff notes on it. When the property was first built, there was a log cabin. The gentleman and his wife lived there, had 4 kids. Dad went nuts, bashed all the kids' heads in with a piece of oak, killed the wife, cut her head off, and threw it down the well. The next family that moved in, the gentleman walked down in his basement after they lived there 5 years, grabbed a shotgun, started shooting at things in the basement, ran out in the front yard and hung himself in the birch tree in front of his family. The next family, Ed, and this house that we did has actually been on one of the ghost shows. And Ed and his family moved in there. And what do you say? Ed was like 8 years old?
Yeah.
His father went nuts, set the house on fire with his family in it. So the neighbors came running, got the kids out. The dad fought the neighbors and put the kids back in the house. They had got arrested. 2 of the kids passed.
Yeah.
2 of the kids passed. Ed ended up in Eloise Sanitarium till he was 18 years old. Bought the house back. That is 12:30 at night, and they have two huge German Shepherds. They just started going nuts in the backyard. Just going absolutely nuts. And we have 3 consecutive photos of this shadow person that's standing right here walking. What was the other? They had, what was it? 13 goats, 20 some cats, and like 15 chickens die all in one day.
Right.
Yeah. It is one of these strangest houses I've ever been in. And see how he disappears behind the tree a little bit? Right here. Can anybody see the apparitions in this one?
Well, what's real and what's fake?
This house is in Kalamazoo, and it's off of KL and Drake. And it's an old Victorian home. And I can't tell you how many times it's like our second home.
Yeah, pretty much. We always get something out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We've done Estes experiments in there and gotten phenomenal stuff. But Chet did not know it. I hid 2 trap cameras without telling anybody on our team where I put them. And this is in the parlor. And this right here is the mantle over the fireplace. And that's where I put it. This is a Victorian wedding dress. These 2 ladies right here are not part of our group. We were on the 2nd floor doing a voice box session, and those 2 females were not part of our group at all because it was just Chet and I.
And the homeowner.
To Chet and I, it looks like they're in Victorian funeral garb. Oh, that's the other. I think it's this one. There's a little bit close up of it, but it looks like she's got a black veil, a black dress with a white gloves on, and it looks like her daughter's almost in the same kind of dress.
Are you communicating with them to see what they're needing or why they're stuck?
Yeah, we ask all sorts of questions. We ask pretty much anything under the sun to try to figure out why they're still there, who they're trying to contact, do they know that they've passed? Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah. And that's kind of where we got her name from, and because a lot of people forget, and we try to help them be remembered.
That same house, there was a rape and a murder in
Of a
the
little
second
girl.
floor of a little girl there that we communicated. And anybody know what an SD experiment
You can turn the
is?
lights back on, Chet, if you want to.
There
That
you go.
was the last.
An SD experiment, you put
Yes.
a blindfold on, and then you got earmuffs. Ooh, oh, you guys look spooky. Anyways,
But, yeah,
you put earmuffs on so you can't hear nothing. Okay, the individual that's sitting in the chair.
they're the
You
only
got
ones
blind.
that can hear the answer.
We're asking the questions, and then they get the responses through the earmuffs. Okay,
Nope.
so earphones.
Nope.
That's an SD experiment, which is really popular. But anyways,
Okay.
well, there was an incident in that room. That little girl got killed and
Yeah.
raped. Okay, that person that did it was communicating through our ST person that was sitting in the chair and answering our questions.
Yeah. What-
And excuse me,
Nope. You're good.
calling her. You don't want to know the names.
Yeah.
They were so terrible,
Yeah.
so terrible.
They did not like us doing it.
They
But what
he
that,
did not like us.
Yeah. But what he's talking about is we plug like big headphones in and we blindfold them. So if I'm sitting in the chair, the only one that can hear the spirit box is me. So I can't hear him asking questions. So if I hear anything come over, I yell it out and he'll write it down.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, what do you think?
That was great.
You guys like it? We really enjoy what we do, and I tell you what, this was fun tonight to me.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Marty should have been here.
This was fun. If you know, and then I don't know what time it is right now, but if anybody has any questions, ask them. I mean, we're here.
White light doorways, full moon doorways, how you go,
Yeah.
portals.
You're speaking Polish to me now.
Do you help them
We try.
transition?
I have tried. He doesn't do too much of that, and I don't dwell in it a lot because I don't want to open something that I can't close. And then I'm in a whole new world of hurt. I like the way I live. I don't need something bothering me all night long. And I don't want to do something to damage that family's home either. The way I try to do it is if the family members or wherever we go, I try to ask the questions that they want and try to get them the answers. And then I'll work with them on trying to get someone in there to help them either move
Do
on.
any of the families ever want them gone? Do they ever try to
No, a lot of the times we've run into them, they said, okay, that's what we just wanted to know, who was here. No.
As long as they're not doing
Yeah,
religious
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I was taking pictures in the dark, and you have an anomaly over there,
Mhm.
but it doesn't show up like when I just push it like that, but when the lights are down, okay, it's still on picture.
Oh, awesome.
Cool. I believe you.
Also, if you're Rob and Elvie with you, that works for me.
Okay.
I heard that from the priest. It works. I had an encounter with a live, with a dead person in California. If I could just say it'd be like 5 to 4 minutes or something.
Yeah.
I won a trip from a company to go to California, and our room was supposed to be scheduled, and when we got there, there was a mix-up and there was no rooms. So they put us in another room, and what happened was the only room that was available was this famous ghost lives in this room. And it's documented that people that go in the hotel, if they're in that room, the clothes go swinging back and
Yeah.
forth. If you go in the bookstore, there's all kinds of volumes of books about this dead person that this woman is. And so my heart went out, and I thought, she was supposed to marry a man, and it was from the 30s, 40s. And she was supposed to marry him, and he was supposed to, they were going to run away together, and she left home to go there to meet him, and he never showed up. He stood up. And so she was trapped there. So when people hit that room, the things move, all kinds of things happen. So I thought, oh my God, this poor woman is trapped in this house. I'm going to try and save her.
Uh-huh.
And I've never done anything like that, but I was just coming from my heart. And so when I was there that day, somebody from the newspaper in San Diego was there to investigate and write up what he found that day. And I told him, well, we're in the room, so if you come, why don't you come in with me, and I'll see if I can talk to this ghost and help him cross over. And so he came in, and then some other people, and we all sat on the floor. And I mean, there's documented books that this woman's in there, and that clothes moved and all that stuff. So I just said to her, it's kind of funny, it's the light ending, but I said, listen, I feel for you that man stood you up and hurt your feelings, and that you're lonely and here, and if you want, I would like to help you cross over so that you're be safe and free. And she said, I appreciate you wanting to do that, but I don't want to go cross over. I'm happy where I am. She said, do you realize how famous I am? They have all these books about me in the bookstore. She said, people come here, I have the best time swinging the clothes back and forth. She said, in my day, women were subservient to men, and that man stood me up. And now I'm the one who's in power. I don't thank you for coming to rescue me. I don't want to be rescued. And I said, thank you, but this is the room we're staying in, while our trip is here, because nobody else will come in here. Are you, will we be safe if we stay here? And she said, yes. So then she left, and my girlfriend and I left, but because I have many abilities, and sometimes I don't know if they all are till they show up. So
That's awesome for sharing that with us. Definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Any other questions tonight? Anybody got a question? No. Okay.
Hey, this is the fella you want to talk to.
Who's that?
John goes to centers and
He's all right.
Oh,
Check out the equipment.
Yeah, feel free to come up, look at it, check it out. I can show you the pictures again if you want to look at them closer.
Okay, what I wanna know is, which equipment is best for, sensing the presence of higher level things?
Probably your night visions or your thermal, because that will pick up, it will pick up auras, it will pick up heat, it will pick up energy. I mean, you could even go back to as your dowsing rods.
did it just change color?
Yeah,
Okay.
it did. It went from white to red.
There you go.
But I mean,
Thank you.
yeah,
brought that up about just using dowsing.
yeah, that's some of the best.
A lot of these
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dowsing rods are really good.
yeah.
We use them a lot. Yes.
the stick figure. Can you get that camera going? See how that works.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
wants you to turn that on. Yeah, feel free to come up, check stuff out.
Doug Benjamin has a dowsing rod on him right now that he
Let's-
uses.
I just want to add, I forgot the hotel.
What's this thing called?
Where they found some
Oh,
like
God, I know. You
Yep.
better ask him. Yeah.
Which hotel?
It's 8K, yeah. Yeah.
Not bad. Good guess.
Yeah, it's a fun little toy, like I said. My neighbor kids hate it because I can tell if they're outside doing stuff. And yeah. But yeah, these are my two favorite, the thermals and this. Like I said, if it walks, crawls.
Ultraviolet, we're talking quite a bit too.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
That's good.